Hi there, business owner. Do you want a better understanding of business finance, what your numbers actually mean, and stories of the highs and lows of business, where I'll be sharing my tips and tricks every week? Then you're in the right place. Welcome to the 3Bs podcast with Stephanie. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the 3Bs podcast. As always, I'm your host, Stephanie. Welcome. I'm so happy you're here and listening to this. It's gone a little crazy over the last week or so. There is so many more business owners listening to this podcast than usual, and that makes me really happy because the whole point of this is to build better businesses, and the more business owners you share this with, the more businesses we can help to build a better business. So this week, I wanted to talk to you about Companies House because you may see in social media and on the news that there are changes coming to Companies House fees from the 1st of May 2024. This is not new news, it's been around for a while. We knew it was coming in. Companies House review their fees every single year. It's just that some of these line items haven't changed since 2016, so the increases seem quite steep when you look at them from afar. But I wanted to go through them all and also explain what these different fees are for, and if they are applicable to you, how you can best maximize the savings at the old rates before the fee increases on the 1st of May 2024. So I hope this helps. On with the episode. I'm going to start with the changes to company incorporation and registration fees. Now, these are for private limited companies and limited liability partnerships that are registering their company for the first time. We call that incorporation. And there is 4 different ways that you can incorporate, different methods that you can use that have different price points. So to incorporate using software, so we use Inform Direct in the practice. That one is one that we use. That's a £10 cost at the moment. If you use web incorporation online, then you can go on to Companies House website and do that, and it's £12 to incorporate your company. If you use paper incorporation, you print the forms and post them to Companies House, there's a £40 fee. And if you're looking for same-day incorporation using software, there's currently a £30 fee. Now, from the 1st of May 2024, those fees are changing. So if you incorporate using software, it's going to be a £50 fee, the same as if you incorporate on the web, so there'll be the same price at £50. If you incorporate with paper, it's increasing to £71. And if you want the same day incorporation using software, it's now £78. So as you can see, most of those are almost doubling, if not more than doubling, which is the lines that haven't changed since 2016, and they've been brought into line with the cost that Companies House incur and the admin that's required when a new company is incorporated. My top tip for that is if you are thinking of incorporating a company, so whether that's starting a new company, whether that's transitioning from sole trader to private limited company or partnership to limited liability partnership, if that is the correct move for you and you know that's going to be happening in the next 6 months or so, I would seriously consider registering or incorporating your company prior to the 1st of May 2024, even if you don't start trading straight away, so that you can get the current prices rather than the new fees that are a much higher price point. I would also say that at the time of me recording this, Tide Bank do an offer where they will pay your £12 online incorporation fee on your behalf if you open your business bank account through Tide. So if you don't yet have a business bank account and are looking to incorporate a company and want to completely cut any fees before the 1st of May 2024, do check out Tide Banking and see if they're a good fit for you and your business, because they will pay your incorporation fee for you. Now, if you have a UK private limited company or a limited liability partnership, one of your annual obligations is to submit a confirmation statement to Companies House. That is a report to say if anything has changed with your shareholders, addresses, company standard industry classification codes, if your SIC codes have changed, any changes, issuing new bonus shares, any persons of significant control or new directors or secretaries added to the company that need to be included on the company's house. That is when you add all that sort of data, or you check what data is on there and confirm that that is still the same currently with the business at the point on the date of the confirmation statement is due. It's very similar to when you have children at school. Quite often, once a year, you'll get sent home a data collection sheet to check that all the details are still the same. This is what a confirmation statement is in effect for your business. They have to be submitted every year, and the current fees are £13 a year if you submit them online or via software, and £40 if you print them off and send them in via post and use the paper method. A lot of softwares will pay that fee for you and you pay them. Bookkeepers and accountants like myself have an account, so we can pay on account, and we usually incorporate it with your monthly fee with us so that you don't have an extra cost. So you may not notice that fee once a year, as it's normally put into your monthly payments. These are changing from the 1st of May 2024 to £34 if you send them digitally or via software, and £62 if you send them via paper. So again, it seems quite a steep increase, but it's been a while, and I believe that is why they've been brought to the new costs. If your confirmation statement is dated the 1st of May or before, I would get it submitted as soon as possible. Depending on your confirmation statement date, you usually get 14 days in which to submit in that period. So if your renewal date is the 28th of April, you will have until 12th of May. But if you submit it after the 1st of May, I can't guarantee which fee you'll be charged. So I would always say try to get it in before the 1st of May to ensure you're paying the £13 or £40 instead of the 34 or 62, because you might as well take advantage of the current rate before they get an increase. Next is, if you are looking to close a business anytime soon, voluntary strike-off fees are also increasing. They are currently £8 if you submit them online, or £10 if you submit them via post or paper. They are increasing to £33 if they're done online, and £44 if they're done via paper. Again, if you are looking to do that, I would strongly advise to look into maybe doing that before the 1st of May. Specifically, if you're looking to strike off a company and close it down, usually that is for cash flow reasons or because the business is not successful, in which case you don't want to add to the fees that are going to cost to close that business down. If you are looking to change the name of your company, maybe it's something you've been sitting on for a while that you've not got around to doing yet. It happens so often in business. Those fees are also increasing. So currently it is £10 for a paper change of name, and that is increasing to £30 from the 1st of May. And the change of name for a digital submission is now going to be £20 from the 1st of May. The same day change of name service is increasing from £30 to £83. So again, if you're looking to save money or be more wiser with how you spend your business's money and you're looking to change your name, I would get it done sooner rather than later, especially before the new fees are incurred from the 1st of May 2024. Now, of all the fees I've mentioned, they are all company fees and changes with Companies House. If you have a limited liability partnership, a lot of the fees are the same, but some are different, specifically because that means there's more than one director or there's more than one partner, and usually the agreements are not 50-50 and there is a lot more complexity to limited liability partnerships. So the fees for those may be slightly different to those for the company and corporation ones, but you can go online to check the full breakdown of the changes they currently are, as well as the changes that are to come. If you have any questions or want to know if it may be the right time for you to do it now early, or whether it's better to wait even though the prices are changing, do get in touch with us at ABCS UK. We are more than happy to have a conversation with you to see what works and what doesn't, and we will tell you whether we think it's more beneficial for you to do it before the price increase, or whether actually wait until after the price increase may be more beneficial despite the higher cost. As you can probably imagine, the list of price changes and the lists of costs have changed a lot over the last 10-15 years, specifically with the introduction of digital methods and online methods of ways to submit your company incorporation documents, your annual accounts to Companies House, things like that. So the list is quite substantial for the different reasons why you may need to change anything on your business and the fees that incurs. So I would encourage you to go to gov.uk and have a look at all the different fees. There's also a website which is changes to ukcompanylaw.campaign.gov.uk, which lists the changes and the new fees from the 1st of May 2024. I encourage you to go and have a look, because if you are based in Scotland or Wales or Northern Ireland, your fees may be different to the fees I'm giving you now. These are the English fees for companies in England. Even though England and Wales register companies together, Welsh have different fees that are included in their Companies House documents. And that brings us to the end of another week of the 3Bs podcast with Stephanie. Thank you so much for listening. I'd really appreciate it if you could like, subscribe, rate and review this podcast wherever you are listening to it, so that I can reach more business owners and help them build better businesses. See you next week for the next episode.